There's now a 6-card turn 1 winning hand in Historic. Leyline on the battlefield, land, cast Fragment Reality to get Birgi, play a Mox Amber for 2 mana, a Soul Cauldron, and then gamble to search our library for a Griselbrand, which we then discard, exile with Soul Cauldron, activating it to draw 14, and then we're going to get Underworld Breach and infinite copies of Spellchain Scatter to go through our library until eventually we get a Grapeshot, and we just draw into that Grapeshot, cast it for 20, and win. Fragment Reality. If I get a Mox Amber, then I can cast Underworld Breach, Spellchain Scatter, gamble for another gamble, discarding either Griselbrand or the other gamble. Play the other gamble, discard. Get a second Griselbrand from library, discard one of the Griselbrands. Oh. Or that. That's not a turn 1 win because I have no Mox Amber, but what you gonna do? That's fine. Too bad I didn't get a turn 1 win, but... Okay, let's gamble for a Mox Amber and hope not to discard the Underworld Breach. Or the Mox Amber. Spellchain Scatter. Because I don't want to discard that. I would like to Spellchain Scatter. Then I would like to gamble, get another gamble in my hand. Get another Spellchain Scatter. And then I would like to play Spellchain Scatter from hand. And then I would like to get a Spellchain Scatter out of my graveyard. Exile and Fragment Reality. Gamble, gamble. Oh, I really need to turn off these auto-order triggers or whatever. There we go. Or turn that on, I mean. Haha. There we go. Now life is good. Whoops. That's cancel, not accept. Okay. There we go. Well, turn 2 win. Oh, look at that bug. See if we can get a turn 1 win. Leyline Breach land. Mulligan. Fragment Reality on a Leyline of Combustion. Faithless Looting, Spellchain Scatter, Spellchain Scatter. So if I draw... I'm keeping this 6 for sure. And I'm hoping to draw a Mox Amber so that I can cast stuff. Although that's not a Mox Amber, certainly is a Griselbrand. That's interesting. Uh-huh. Certainly is a Griselbrand. You have 3 mana. I have a Leyline of Combustion, but you're not targeting me because you're playing green mana. which is a great color of mana to play. Very nice Elvish Mystic. Gonna play Spellchain Scatter. Oh, I wish I didn't have to pick these modes. This is just correct. Right, because if I cast Breach... Is there a correct number? Not sure. Is 6 a relevant number? I mean, I guess I can Faithless Looting draw the Grapeshot. So, like, 20 is a relevant number. Unfortunately. Isn't that awful? Like, the way I play to my outs here is to cast 20 of these. The 10th one. Like, I could do this 20 times and then not win. If I cast Faithless Looting and I get the Grapeshot, but not the Underworld Breach, then I'm going to feel pretty dumb if I hadn't done this 20 times. Or, you know, 18 times. 16. That's 17, right? 18. Wow. How about not that and that? Wow. Well, you play to your outs. You play to your outs. Wow. Yep, paper strategies here. Demonstrate a loop, manually do it 20 times. But we take those. Now it was a turn 2 win. Not what you came here to this channel to watch. But, you know, it's sometimes you win turn 2. What can I say? Now I have a sideboard plan here that consists of supplementing Birgi with copies of Urabrask that has the same add 1 red mana effect. But it's not a turn 1 plan. However, rather than try and win a match, I'm going to try and win turn 1. So rather than putting in these Urabrasks and more lands, I'm just going to try and do that again, only on turn 1. And I have 2 times to do it. So I can see, what, 6 hands between 2 matches, perhaps? That is a mulligan. If I draw Fragment Reality, I have a Mox Amber, but meh. Fragment Reality, yeah, okay. Keep this. I don't need this. And I don't need the second one of these. So if I draw a land, I did not draw a land, for the record. Too bad. What is this? If a land is tapped for 2 or more mana... Okay, there's hardly any lands that do that in this format. It produces 1. Each spell player costs 1 more to cast for each other spell the player has cast this turn. I'm going to give that a heart. That's pretty cool. It just means I need second Fragment Reality, right? That means I need a second Fragment Reality. Because if I do this, this will cost 1. Okay. Does that mean I cast a Mox Amber first? I don't think that means what that means. No. Hey, look, if you can't add more than 1 with that land. Okay. So what's my out here? Drawing second Fragment Reality, I think, is my out, right? So I think I do this. I think that's the only way I could win. And then I'm dead. I'm gonna give that a heart. That was a really good sideboard plan. Amazing. Fantastic. I loved it. Never change opponent. You are a Prodigy. Your handle is accurate in this regard. And indeed, you used an artifact. So, Artificer, Prodigy. Amazing. Excellent. Uncanny. Well, wonders never cease. Still gonna draw first. Oh, Fragment Reality, but I have no Leyline. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, if one of these cards were a Leyline, that'd be so good. But, in fact, none of these cards is a Leyline, so I have to mulligan. I have to mulligan. So sad. Is Agatha in the Soul Cauldron? Or is she behind it? Kind of hard to tell. Mulligan. What is going on here? Well, no land is going on here. No Fragment Reality is going on here. There are 6-card hands that win, so I mulligan to 5 and draw. I think that's right. And indeed, there's a gamble. You'd think you'd be a Grapeshot, didn't ya? Keep 5. Don't need this Leyline. And then and I don't need Grapeshot, right? So, does that work at all? Whatever. Don't think about it too much. Gonna Leyline of Anticipation. And then hope to draw Faithless Looting. That doesn't do it, though. Maybe should have kept the Grapeshot. I don't know. Instead of the gamble. Hope to start a Spellchain loop. Then again here, maybe I just gamble for... Never mind, there's Fragment Reality. Oh, interesting. There's Fragment Reality, but I only have 1 mana. Maybe here I gamble for a dual land? Could that be correct? Well, with Leyline, I could do it on my turn. I could gamble for a dual land. It's kind of interesting. Are you kidding me? So annoying, huh? All right. Here's the dual land, huh? All right, well. It is what it is. Next turn I can faithlessly loot. Affects you, huh? It's all spells, not just instants and sorceries. Okay. Well, here's some... Okay, if I gamble for a, what? Griselbrand? What's in the graveyard? Not Griselbrand is in the graveyard. Do I attack here? I think I do attack here because I'm not going to block. Right, so... Well, this becomes a 4/4 if a creature card is exiled in this way. Okay, just attacking. Now I can just start next time by Faithless Looting away, draw 14. I guess I might regret not being back on blocks here, but I might regret that very much since I'm literally playing Griselbrand. Okay, I can Underworld Breach, and then I can Fragment for 2, and I'll have 2 in pool. And then I can... Okay, I can play Underworld Breach. I can play Fragment for 2 mana. Math is so hard. Okay, I can play Faithless Looting, have 1 in pool. Get a Griselbrand in graveyard, draw a billion. Play a land. Play Underworld Breach for 3, that doesn't work. The only line I have this turn is to play Breach, Fragment, and then... I have nothing to do. So I think Faithless Looting this turn is best. Discard the Griselbrand, have it next turn. It's probably true. Because then I can, when I breach, I can gamble to draw cards off a breach when I have infinite mana. Interesting. So if I discard Griselbrand Breach, I can Fragment this turn, right? But that's... Let's do that, and then I'm going to draw a billion. Thou mayest have a tapped Manor Elf. Griselbrand. Do you have a Seiju? No. Activate ability. Play Mox Amber. Ho, ho, ho. Well, this deck is not supposed to win on turns other than 1, but I guess it's competitive? Question mark? Down here in gold. Everything's great here in gold. Leyline Fragment, Mox, Faithless Looting, Gamble, Breach. If I draw a land, that's really good. Keep. Keeping that in hand. I think I'm keeping that in hand. Yes, with Faithless Looting. It's interesting. With the gamble, sometimes you want fewer cards in your hand, but... Yep. Let's get rid of the old Leyline. Get a little Birgi. I can breach, but let's Faithless Looting first. Ah, that's 2 lands. I guess it makes sense to, I can gamble. What would I gamble for? If I gamble for Spellchain Scatter, or I can gamble for another Faithless Looting, or I can gamble for... So I play Breach, no matter what. I gamble for Spellchain Scatter, and it's 50-50. 50-50! It's a gamble! Spellchain Scatter? Pew whip! Hey, that worked. Nice. That's how gamble's supposed to work. Okay. Cast another Spellchain Scatter. Don't exile Faithless Looting. Don't exile Faithless Looting. Excellent job not exiling Faithless Looting. Alright. Good old gamble. So now I just fill my graveyard with a bajillion copies of Spellchain Scatter. And then, once I have a bajillion copies of Spellchain Scatter, I cast, gamble for a win con. You know what I would buy from the store for gems? Imagine this pet, this like fox in a snow globe pet, right? But instead of a fox in a snow globe, it's the art from the 1,000-Year Storm. And over top of the 1,000-Year Storm in a snow globe is a number, namely the storm count. Because right now what I need to do is like manually figure out, okay, I've cast 8 of these, but before that I cast 1 Fragment, 1 Mox, 1 Breach, so the storm count is really like 13. By the time I can, you know, right, like I have to do all that math. If I just could know the storm count, then I could know when to go and gamble for... Actually, no, I was going to say gamble for Grapeshot, but I can't gamble for Grapeshot. I have to Faithless Looting because I need to find another Mox Amber first. So... I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to Faithless Looting now. And then just dig through my deck until I get... I mean, I can always cast these from the graveyard, right? So, fine. Okay, now I'm going to Spellchain Scatter. For Faithless Looting. These are lands. Now I'm gonna Faithless Looting, put whatever in my graveyard. Those are garbages. I'm gonna Spellchain Scatter. What? Oh. They display there the opposite of the order that... Anyway. A little confused. Now I'm going to Faithless Looting. Not Soul Cauldron, Spellchain, because I got tons of those. Yeah, why aren't these in the same order? Different things are on top. Okay, nobody cares, nobody cares. What am I looking for again? Looking for a Mox Amber. Did I just get Spellchain Scatter? Do. Need... Okay, let's get a Faithless... Oh, wait, what? Why don't I just gamble for it? I'm just going to gamble for... Boop, boop, boop. Okay, Mox Amber. Wow, gamble is such a good card. I was going to manually draw through my whole library. I don't need to do that. I can just put any card that I want into a zone where I can play it. And then I can play it. Wow. And then I can just gamble again for bing, bang, bang. Any card that I want. And put it in a zone where I can play it. So I'm going to put Grapeshot in a zone where I can play it. And then I'm going to play it. Wow, I should have done that a long time ago. Bing, bang, boom. Clicking is hard, clicking is hard. Submit 3. Ah. Well, that was not exactly the most efficient line. But once I figured out that Gamble is indeed the name of the deck, Historic Gamble, and I use that card. Oh, this went really well. Yep. That's the idea, all right. Uh-oh. There we go. 33. Now, this deck does have a sideboard plan, kind of. Rather than rely on Fragment Reality, I can put in more Birgis and some Urabrask, and then just hope that Spellchain Scatter gets me the whole way. Okay. Birgi go in, Urabrasks go in, lands go in, and then Leylines come out. Sometimes I would leave Leyline of Sanctity in, just because is good. Do I want these fragments in? Or out? Leyline of Lightning is a win con with infinite mana, which means you already have Breach, but it's a little sketchy. Can take it a Fragment Reality. And 22 lands? It's almost a legitimate land count. Let's see if we can win a match. Amber Vantage. Spellchain Scatter Cauldron. It's not really that good, is it? Mulligan. Okay. Faithless Looting. Yeah, I guess one just keeps all these Faithless Lootings. How is this when is this Amber good? It's not better than any of these cards, I'll tell you that. Okay. This is good. Let's Faithless Looting. Birgi is what I want. I don't need this, although that's like defensive. But yeah, I think I do want, even though that's the conservative play. I think it's correct. This is a Gates deck, so there's Gates Ablaze. Maybe I'm supposed to play around that by keeping the Amber and try to go off the turn that I play Birgi. It's probably true. It's probably true. It's probably wrong. Sigh. Yeah, this deck has sorcery speed interaction. Oh, look, a second Birgi. Solves that nicely. Am I supposed to play another Faithless Looting here? No, I think I'm supposed to wait until I play Birgi so that I can Spellchain Scatter into the second Faithless Looting. Okay, so next turn I play Birgi. It gets Gates Ablazed. That's fine. I don't know what that card says. I don't care. Okay. I play a Plains. I play a Birgi. And the next turn I play Spellchain Scatter, Faithless Looting, draw 4. Hope for the best. What am I hoping to draw? Breach and more Spellchain Scatter? Yep, right. That was foreseen. That was foreseen. Okay. Let's see. I guess I can try this turn. Spellchain Scatter, Faithless Looting, draw 4. Is that good? Don't know whether that's good. Better than getting Gates Ablazed again, right? I mean, if opponent doesn't have Graveyard Hate, then... Gamble Spellchain Scatter. That's really interesting. So if I Spellchain Scatter, can I do this? No. I think the answer is no. How can I do this? I need to draw into Underworld Breach and a Mox. Is there any way to do that? What if I were to Spellchain Scatter, gamble, get new gamble in hand, get Faithless? No, I don't think that's good. I'm supposed to get rid of both of these and keep Spellchain Scatter for next turn. That seems so bad. No, that seems so bad, right? I'm supposed to keep gamble. Ah, that's actually it. I'm supposed to keep gamble and get rid of these so that next turn, I don't think I can win this turn. I don't see my line. I could put the Mox in hand. Possibly discard the Cauldron. Like, how do I generate card advantage? It's fine, really. It's okay. I have a Soul Cauldron in hand that I can play. Okay, I can do two things. I can Faithless Looting and see what I get. Because if I get a... I just need to draw. I just need to draw until I have creature, right? Or I can do that next turn and I can gamble a Griselbrand into the graveyard. It seems pretty good. Then I have one Birgi in exile, another in the graveyard. It means I've got 6 cards in my deck that are creatures. It's not that amazing. So I have any other way to win besides nonsense? Do I want to get rid of this Amber? I do want to get rid of this Amber. Not sure. Oh yeah, what is this? 10 or more gates with different names you win. I'm going to have to count soon. Hey, here's the Urabrask. Now, Urabrask, add a red. So I can Urabrask gamble. But I really need a maybe I do just do this. I don't know. I can gamble, get another Faithless Looting. Does that do anything good? I think I just try and draw 20 next turn and win. There's a Gates Ablaze, which probably is. 14 cards deep, found second Gates Ablaze, or Tear Asunder. What's Artifact or Enchantments only? Oh, that's cool. 1 gate, 2 gate, Island, 3 gate. Yep, there's that. Sure. I mean, we knew that was a possibility. 5. Ram is an 8/8. Explore. Is this 10? We can definitely put a Griselbrand in there, but same problem we had as before, huh? Play this. Ooh, that's good, huh? Do I get rid of the gamble? 1 gate, 2 gate, 3 gate, 4 gate, 5 gate, 6 gate, 7 gate. So I'm not dead next turn to that. I think I'm past this. If I get a breach, I have the spell chains. But I need the Urabrask or the Birgi. I'm really not sure. Oh, you know, I can also play this Fragment Reality on my own. Oh, I don't have ley lines in the deck. I took them out. Do we get rid of the gamble? How is that? Can that be right? Maybe it is. Sad. Any creatures in here? No. Wonder if I could Fragment Reality to give my opponent the win via Arboreal Grazer. That'd be pretty funny. Ooh. This is getting pretty close to lethal. In fact, this is now lethal. Or, you know, game winning or whatever, Maze's End. Where's my heart? Darn. Amber looting Cauldron. Keep. I think this is a Faithless Looting away an Amber line. I do think. Turn to Cauldron. Maybe that's greedy. Because of Urabrask, right? Yeah. I think this is mana efficient, therefore good. Yeah, next turn I can looting. Maybe even twice. Forest. It's not a gate. No reason to let you have cards when you could not have cards. What? Surveil 1. Don't mind if I do. Could surveil a Griselbrand. Is there anything I could... No, it's fine. Spellchain Scatter. Spellchain Scatter is really good, huh? Spellchain Scatter is really good. Means I have to survive Gates Ablaze. Just so good though. I can't not keep that. Oh, you could Faithless Looting, draw it and the next thing. Get rid of the next thing and this 4th land that you really are counting on. Is that too greedy? That's too greedy. There's only 22 lands in the deck and you already discarded one of them. It is too greedy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing right into Gates of Blaze, of course, but what can you do? I guess you can Faithless Looting first. Actually, if you're going to do that, you might as well do this Faithless Looting, right? Yes. Yep, get rid of Faithless Looting and Faithless Looting. Keep Underworld Breach, Spellchain Looting. Hoping for a Mox. Amazing. That's great. So next turn I play Urabrask, Mox, Spellchain Scatter. That doesn't quite do it. Faithless Looting, hope to find that breach. Still pretty good though. I mean, hope to find what, 2nd Mox or a land? Untapped land. Not sure how many of those I have. Was I supposed to put Spellchain Scatter in the graveyard? I think that's through Veil. It's a really interesting question. I mean, opponent certainly has Gates of Blaze, right? So, like, am I supposed to just hold until I can do something in one turn? Since opponent's stuff is all sorcery speed? And I'm either looking for a 2nd Spellchain Scatter or a gamble. I got the Breach, though. I mean, this just gets Gates of Blaze, so... But I think I go for it. Spellchain Scatter. Deals 1 damage. Add 1. I need to have 3 instants or sorceries cast this turn. Let's see what I draw here. Another Urabrask and an untapped land for Breach, huh? So if I do this, untapped land, pay 2 life, Underworld Breach. And then I can Spellchain. How many cards are in my graveyard? 8. Perfect. So if I Spellchain Scatter. Oh, do it. Oh, this is only instants and sorceries? That doesn't work the same way Birgi does. Today I learned. I was today years old when I learned. Wow. So I can do this, and then I have 5 cards in my graveyard. I can cast Spellchain Scatter, but then can't do anything else. Darn. That doesn't work like Birgi, that's only instants and sorceries. Cards in graveyard 4. Oh, perfect. So I can gamble. I can gamble. So put into my hand Griselbrand. Gamble discards it. And then I have 2 cards in graveyard. I can get rid of the Griselbrand from my graveyard to make Urabrask that. I will draw 7 cards. I would like to draw 7 more cards, please. Okay, I will then play a Spellchain Scatter. I would then like to gamble for the other Spellchain Scatter. Did I literally just discard the Spellchain Scatter? No, it's there, right? Maybe. Who knows? I wanted to play another Spellchain Scatter. If I could. Urabrask, gamble. Now I have infinite damage. Nice! Well, that's a match win. Where's that one? Not the chainy, murky one, but the sheeny, glowy one. Oh, I could do the thing. Deals 3 damage to target opponent. Whoops, not you, but you. Yep, that's this deck, all right. Wow. It sure does work. Whoops, cancel. You. 9. I'm sorry for anyone who watched this. Maybe I'll cut out the middle match so you don't have to watch this. Thank you, opponent, for playing it out. You are a real champion. King Crimson indeed. What a king.